Last time on Every War Must End, Ionus Silhavine decided it was a good idea. No, let me correct that. John Watson thought it was a good idea to send his character on a mental safari into his past, which has been erased, taken over, wiped out. He learned a few things about his past. He learned a few things about Abel and Filnyr. But can he trust himself? Mr. Percy said that he was doing something that could lead him to insanity. Can he trust me, the DM? Are we going to take this in for a landing when this interstitial period is over? Welcome to Dungeon Dads. Interstitial, part 2, after 88, but definitely not 89.
Part 2.
Damn it. God damn it.
Oh,
Send
man.
help.
Heroes rise, heroes fall. I see 'em on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care. Just along for the ride, but every war must end. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna win inside.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. You're listening to the Dungeon Dads. Every War Must End. As always, I'm your DM, Tom Blaylock, and I'm joined, as always, by John Watson playing Ionus Silhavine. What's up, John?
What's up, man? Ready
Are
to
you ready
move
for
on
it?
to some. I am ready. I am ready.
Good. Good.
Whatever you want to throw at me, I'm ready.
You had a couple of weeks to prepare for this. As a past bonus episode, we mentioned that sometimes you really work in the time between recordings, and so we sort of expect big reactions. So we're going to see what happens here.
We'll see what happens.
Sam Frank playing Shnobik the Bastard. What's up, Sam?
Good to be here in this interregnum.
Between
Between mainline episodes.
this is the Middlesex of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm really looking forward to it. And Tim Carr playing Filnyr Omajira, and possibly a Baelor or something.
I don't think it's a possibility anymore. I think you've defined it.
Well, you're still a player character. You still have total agency. I just want to say this. This is something that you need to know. What you've seen is true. How we adjudicate that is still entirely up to you. I'm not going to be railroading you with this. I hope not. I hope you don't feel that way.
So far, so good.
Okay. All right. So I'd like to get right back into it. Ionus, John, you failed 3 wisdom saving throws during this process. And
This was not a 50-50 roll.
It wasn't.
So
it wasn't. This was a tough one.
It's a tough one, and I think with the number of rolls, there's the expectation, I think, should have been failure from the get-go.
Right.
He's gonna. Right. I knew he was gonna fail a couple of them. I didn't think he was gonna fail all of these. This was a lot of failures,
wasn't it?
I mean, just to be
definitely.
I passed a lot of them too, though.
You passed some. You passed some of them.
You gave us
true.
7 checks.
I did.
Are you saying
So
that
far.
the number of failures led to sort of a larger meta failure?
I don't think it led to a meta failure. I think this is all success. And we're back in this room in the inn in Hark City. And Ionus, you come to with a bit of a start. You are still yourself. You have, I don't know how you want to play this, but you have slightly lost your touch on what is now. if that makes sense. So it's not like Shnobik is an enemy. It's not like Filnyr is a Baylor. It's more like you're not sure where you are on this timeline of things. It's almost like you've seen a future and a past laid out. And so I think for the purposes of it, until this gets taken care of somehow, I think you just need to not trust yourself, especially when it comes to time. Does that sound fair? Is that something you can do?
It sounds fair. I'm just especially after that last scene, I just don't know how. I feel like it's waking up from a bad dream, but still being kind of in it.
I think that's right. You will be fully aware that you are in Hark City.
Yes.
But all of the things that you have seen now are a part of your now, if that makes sense. Like, that's sort of what I'm trying to get at, is that there's a now that is overlapping with all of these things that happened, and that's what you're coming back to. And for Filnyr, I mean, God, I don't know how you're feeling, but you're also being pulled out of this waking dream fugue state, and you've seen everything that Ionus saw. And Shnobik, what are you doing? Were you there, sort of guarding this? The folks?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I know exactly when and where I am.
Okay. So Mr. Percy
you gotta go back, Ionus. To the future.
So I think Ionus is kind of jumping up, holding his head.
Ionus. Open your eyes, my man. Here. With me, son. With me, son. It's okay. Half elf. Provide him sanctuary.
What was all that? What was all that?
Provide what? I cannot provide sanctuary.
What? Filnyr!
He needs your kindness now. Half elf.
No.
Whatever he saw in there.
No. Stay away.
Ionus.
Stay back.
I understand.
Stop back. Shnobik.
Well,
Shnobik.
this turned out
Shnobik.
about as well as I hoped.
I know who destroyed Monterre. I saw it. I saw every bit of it.
Monterre destroyed. What?
I did it.
I did it.
It's my boy. God damn this. Hey. Shnobik, can you put him to sleep? Shnobik.
He could probably knock him out.
Only permanently.
Mr. Percy.
Ionus, here. Look upon my amulet. Young man.
No, I'm going to knock the amulet out of his hand.
And as
I believe we've had enough of your
hand,
magics for today, Mr. Percy.
It is just to calm him. It will just take away a minute or so.
No, I think he's had enough.
Which one is it now? What are you showing me now? Where are we now?
Ionus.
Mr. Percy,
listen.
where are we?
Ionus.
We are here in Hawk City.
Okay, Hawk City. We're attacking Hawk City?
No, Ionus. We are awake now.
Awake? I've been awake. I've never been more awake.
You have seen...
Do not come closer. What are you?
Moving.
I know what you are. I've seen you.
I am your friend, Ionus.
Are you?
As you have been mine.
I've never known anything about you.
Was I not there with you for all of those memories you just discovered?
I was not aware. I saw all of these things. These were my memories. Were you there?
I was there.
I saw you. I saw Abel. I saw Shnobik. I saw Reinhold.
Yes, but do you not recall seeing ourselves in the past? I was there with you. I tried to shepherd us through the unknown as best I could, but Mr. Percy has clearly taken more memories from you than I ever expected.
What I saw.
Calm yourself. Take your time. We are not in a hurry. We are safe here.
Ionus. What is this symbol?
What symbol?
Shnobik, come. Look here on his neck. There, do you see it? It is a...
Who are you to bark orders at me?
Look closer, boy. It is the shape of a shield. It has a sword on it.
Yes. Yes, I believe that is the mark of Tempest.
Has he had
Seems
this mark?
You may
for long?
have allies after all.
Do I see this mark?
Yeah, you can all see it. It's faded, but it seems to be getting... It's like he's... It's like it was a sunburn that is now getting darker. It's almost like it's just on his skin. It's almost like it's tattooed below the surface or something, and it's materializing as you're speaking.
And I'm not feeling anything?
No.
Do I still have any? Do I have some vampire mesmeric powers?
Yeah, for sure. And you still have Bezleth Lultal with you, don't you?
No, she's still in the
golem.
golem.
That's right. She's in the forest. That's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit with Ionus and give him just a little taste of hypnotism, just to get him to focus in.
All right.
Ionus, listen to me.
Shnobik.
Close your eyes. Put your hands on your knees. Feel the fabric of your robe. Can you feel it?
I just start kind of doing what he's saying. His voice is very soothing. I'm not even going to try to do any kind of saving throw. I have no control.
Plant your feet on the ground. Do you feel the solid ground under your feet? You may speak.
Yes. Yes,
Now
I feel
open
it.
your eyes. See my face. Do you know me?
You are my brother, Shnobik. But
Oh, Ionus, I am your brother. You are here, and you are now. The rest can wait.
I'm just not sure I know what now means.
Just be here. Be here now for a moment. You are safe. You are with me. Feel the ground under your feet. Feel the fabric of your robe. You are solid. You are here.
Ionus.
Now take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Feel the breath in your lungs. Feel it escape. You are here. You are now. You are alive. Now, Percy, speak your piece.
I am not sure what he saw, but let me fill in whatever blanks I might. Ionus, are you with me?
Do not address him. Address me.
a test
Filnyr
for
will
what he saw.
assist.
You have taken so much from him.
Do not tell me what he saw. I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it, Filnyr.
No,
I cannot.
That is fine. I just cannot imagine the number of times that you must have modified his memory.
I'd draw my sword. Wizard, speak faster.
The last time I did this... The last time I did this was after the end of the Battle of the Bands, and the armies were routed. He was in this state that you see him now. He was beyond distraught. His mother contacted me and begged me to deliver him from the hands of his enemy. He had been captured, a prisoner of war. He was not there, Master Shnobik. He was not himself. He had been beaten. He had been hurt. But even worse than that, he had been broken.
Yes, and you have robbed him of the chance to remake himself. As we all must do when we are broken.
There was not time.
Yes.
He would be killed.
Well, I see how well your expedience has served us.
He has risen in great power. He has become a great man. You are right. I am proud of what I have done. That said, he mumbled to me about all the great secrets of the world that he had discovered in his insanity following his capture and torture. I did what I had to do.
Yes, you may keep telling yourself that. What do we do now? Half-elf. We're in Hawk City.
Shnobik, I think we need to wait. I think we need time. I have much to wrap my head around myself. There was a lot taken from Ionus in memory. Some of it with you. Much of it involved me, to my surprise. Can we just rest for a bit?
For a bit, but we are resting in the lion's den.
We are safe here. I do have friends.
That's exactly what I'm worried about, Mr. Percy. I think we've had quite enough of your help. And you'll pardon me if I do not accept your assurances to our safety. We will rest here for the time being, though. We have no other option.
You are right to be weary and leery. It is you who came here, not I, who came to you. You will do well to remember that. Winnie and I are not here just to retire, I should tell you. We are here to undermine what little is left of Robert Hark's grasp of power. I would see...
You mean to overthrow Robert Hark?
I would see Ionus sit the throne of the entire island of Gilbrain if that is what he chooses.
Would you have him sit the throne in this condition?
I would not.
How long did it take him to get his wits back after the last time, Mr. Percy?
He never did. This is why I modified his thoughts in his brain.
Certainly he did.
He did
Up
not.
until the moment we came back to you, you think he was just as gone as he is now. Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying whatever he regained is what he had when he lost his mind. I set him straight by taking away the 2 years. I do not know what was in there, what happened. All I know is that each time I went back a little bit more, he remained like this until I took it all the way, until we went into that God's awful portal that the gnome tended.
So you modified his memory just before you went into the portal?
I modified his memory back to when he went into the portal.
Yes.
I see.
Whatever it is that he had done or said, it was... He could not handle it as a young man, but he is stronger now. You have made him stronger. Steel sharpens steel, they say.
He is stronger. He is arguably more dangerous as well, so it is imperative that we help him gain his wits. Help him.
I have one way to do it.
No, Mr. Percy. Taking all of those memories away will not... I don't know.
I'm not sure if this is an in-character question or an out-of-character question.
Okay.
What is our most imminent disaster?
I think whether or not the Robert Hark mace has been tuned is probably the most imminent
right
thing facing you,
because that determines whether or not Havus Corvair is
on his way
back.
Or 20 years out. That's correct. That's
right. Well, we're not even sure if Havus Corvair was actually in that location.
That's right. That's right.
We basically booked it as soon as we got there because of that crowbar. The magic mouth crowbar.
And who do we know who would know?
Well, we were told to talk to Galwynia, that she might have answers for us.
Yep.
And she did after a fashion, but not really on that, right?
Right.
She's not in the room right now with you, but I mean, it's probably worth a conversation.
Yeah. Wizard, summon Galwynia. We would question her.
I will send for her. She is set to be a lady in waiting for the Lady Hawk. I will see if we can catch her before she goes.
Is this part of your plan?
It is. It is a brilliant one.
Summon her without leaving this room. I believe that is within your power.
It is. And he just sits down on the ground and he puts his hand to his forehead. And, you've seen Ionus cast. You are a man of magic. Filnyr's a man of magic. This is closer to, I don't know, it's hard to tell. So he actually hits his forehead hard to the point where a small laceration appears and some blood begins trickling down, and he touches his pointer finger and his middle finger to the center point of his head and rubs the blood around in a circle. And then you see that circle begin to light up, and he hangs his head straight down for a moment and he says, "She is downstairs. She will come right up."
I always knew you were a weirdo, Mr. Percy. All right, I'm gonna go check on Ionus.
Okay.
Sort of standing in the corner.
Yeah. He's like, he is.
You told me to sit, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sitting is
He's
good
following
too.
your instructions.
So yeah, sure.
What does he look like
Ionus.
toward Filnyr in this moment? Because Filnyr hasn't moved either.
I don't know. John, how are you, how is Ionus looking toward Filnyr?
Does he seem terrified of me?
Yes. And he's mostly just kind of staring out into space. Shnobik kind of calmed him down. And he allowed himself to be charmed a bit. And he's just kind of relaxing. But his muscles are tight. And he's looking around a little bit. But then if Filnyr comes close, there's a jerk. Ever so slightly.
Right.
I mean, Filnyr hasn't gotten up yet.
Ionus Silhavind, you lucky bastard. Do you know why I've always been better than you? It's because I've been to hell and back. That's why I can look down my nose at you no matter how good you get at your little magics, how powerful you are. I can always comfort myself with the knowledge that Ionus is really just that pampered prince underneath it all. He doesn't know what real hardship is. He'll buckle at the first sign of adversity. Now look at you. You have an opportunity to overcome hells. I wouldn't say equivalent to mine, but certainly close. So if you want to best me in this rivalry, put your fucking brain back together. Now you have a chance to show some real strength, not these petty flames you throw around.
All right. What's your spell save DC, Sam?
Mine?
Yeah.
14.
All right.
But if I hit him with my sword, he has disadvantage on the save.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a moment of clarity here, assuming you do a wisdom save versus Shnobik's. Yeah. Actually, yes. I'm going to have you roll a wisdom check against Ionus's.
You keep saying you, and we don't know who you're
I know.
at.
I'm changing my mind here.
Okay.
Because you're going to be snapping him out of this, I want you to get a wisdom.
I'm sorry. I was also looking at the wrong character sheet. My spell save DC is a 16.
Okay. You're going to do a wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, an intelligence check, because this is an insanity thing here. An intelligence check versus Ionus's spell save DC.
Oh, what's okay?
Okay, my spell save DC is 18.
18. Yeah. Awesome.
So an int check. So you have
just
proficiency
straight up
in
int
this.
check.
Yeah, int plus proficiency.
Oh, and so we're going to add my proficiency to it too? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's whatever this is, plus 3, plus 5. So that is a 15.
A 15. Okay. So you're kind of breaking through, but it's clear he's still mixed up.
He definitely gave you a long look when you said, when you've always been better than me, or why I've always been better than you. You got a nice stare from that.
I hope it felt familiar.
So that's what that's like. Oh, piece of shit.
You hear a knock at the door, and it's a coded knock, but it's pretty obvious. It just goes, and Percy opens a door, and this haggard-looking old woman, walks in, and she says, in a familiar voice, Yes, Percy. Yes. I really must be going. My God, what happened to him? It's a long story, my dear, but we allowed him to see what was stolen. But don't worry, I sent in your brother into his mind to give him some level of comfort. And she looks
Don't
over
worry.
and says,
You should
says-
probably worry.
Are you kidding me, Percy? You sent in Filnyr with him so that he would experience these thoughts as well? What was erased? And she looks up at you, Filnyr, with... It's not fear, but it's sort of like a stare off, where it's sort of like, do you know what I think you know? Like she's got a bit of a question for you. What did you see, brother?
So much time and efforts were taken from Ionus.
Yes, they seem to have experienced everything, everywhere, all at once.
I saw Abel.
The priest.
I saw strings being pulled that may have set this conflict up that we are trying to stop. But
Galwynia,
more important,
we need to know if Havus Corvair is coming to kill us.
yes, we need to know where he is.
We didn't invite an interrogation.
He is...
Your voice was there when we left the Gilbrain Wilds through that stone.
Yes.
Whatever you are afraid the half-elf knows, he either knows or will know shortly, so I advise you to speak quickly.
Why was I not supposed to be there?
We cannot let...
An interesting
Havus.
question, but not the most pressing one.
They are related, as I am to Filnyr. Havus cannot be allowed to take Filnyr.
Was
Many-
Havus there?
As far as I know, he is there, and he is coming here today.
He is in the Robert Hawk.
He is in the Robert Hawk.
And the Robert Hark has not been tuned, despite what Elspeth said.
Well, that is not very good then.
That was sorry. I sometimes have little inflection in my voice. It was a question I was asking you.
As far as Percy and I know, the Robert Hark has been tuned. He is coming here today. He will be called here today.
By whom?
I do not know an assassin. I have been trying to figure it out.
I thought you knew many assassins.
I do not know this one.
Ah,
I do not know how he will call. I have insinuated myself in the court, as have several other people from our organization. We do not want an ascension of a new king. This one is old and sick and feeble and ripe for the picking. Cutchin Sweet Lion is next in line. I fear that he will be a pawn. And I do not mean a pawn as in being manipulated as a metaphor. I believe that he is an actual pawn that will be guided and controlled by Havus Corvair.
do you think he is already under Havus's
He
control?
could be. I've been thinking that it could be Cutchin who is going to do it. All we know of the plan is what we got from this Gilbrainy Wilds druid named DB months ago. DB said that there was some way to pull just one person out of the Robert Hark, and that it would be Havus Corvair, and that Havus Corvair would come and assassinate the Robert Hark, which would set off a chain of events which would lead to Cutchin Sweet Lion taking his armies to Robert's Gift.
Yes. And then everything inside the Robert Hark comes out, the gift.
Is that the plan?
If I have not been misled.
So they would... Oh, this is genius. They will put word out that Robert Hark will ascend with a new king, Cutchin Sweet Lion, as he takes the mantle of Robert Hark. And tradition requires them to take prisoners and others to the gift. They always look for elves, and to slaughter a great many men and women up on Robert's Gift to reenact the great battle against the Moonbrook elves. That is the kind of thing which would bring out a Monteran army. That is the kind of thing which would attract an army from the Breen Valley.
But if they knew it was going to happen, and it was a matter of tradition, would they really fight it? Would they not just leave it well enough alone? Let the madman do their thing and keep his claim and finish the ritual and then assume political negotiations or what have you?
Ionus, you are now in charge of the Gilbrain army, are you not?
Is that where we are now?
Oh, dear
We're in the
God.
Gilbrain,
Percy,
Ionus.
what have you done? I only gave him back what he asked for, my dear. My question for
Galwynia.
you, Shnobik, the question for you is, your brother, if he was in his right mind and he found out that Robert Hark's army would be completely exposed while they do the feast rituals and then the ritual killing, would he not want to go and take the army?
I see no need to indulge in a hypothetical of a hypothetical. Would you see Havus Corvair return to this world?
No.
Would you see his army storm the Gilbrain?
Absolutely not.
Then, for the moment, we are aligned. It seems to me that our best course of action is to be the faster assassins.
And kill the Robert Hark?
Cutchin Sweet Lion, anyone who gets in our way.
There is certainly a line behind
We
Cutchin.
take the Robert Hark, we destroy it, we drop it to the bottom of the ocean. Either way.
That is the more prudent approach. The Robert Hark needs to be disappeared.
Yes, well, I imagine we will be very difficult to do one without the other.
Perhaps.
I can probably get one of you in. I do not think I can get all of you in to the palace.
I know where you can get me in. I can
What's
come
that?
in with anyone else, but I will need to know exactly how long it will take so I know when to reemerge.
Oh, is this Oglethorpe? Are we going to Oglethorpe?
Fuck. This is going to be a problem.
Gentlemen, this will not do. Can you disguise him?
Disguise Shnobik. I mean, disguise
Well,
Ionus.
for a beginning, of Shnobik would be good, but we have two nobles from Monterre. They have been spotted at a cheap inn on the harbor, in the middle of a time when there might be assassins about.
I can make Ionus disappear for an hour.
Are you implying that we kill them and disguise ourselves as them? Oh, are you speaking of us?
You too.
Oh.
You are nobility in Monterre. Shnobik, perhaps you are not so much anymore, but you were.
Tell us what assistance you can provide. I am rather adept at killing men. Maybe we will bring you along rather than you bringing us along.
I can tell you right where the Robert Hark is.
Fantastic.
I can tell you where the king is.
Yes.
And I can tell you where Cutchin Sweet Lion is.
The tool of Havus Corvair. Yes. Excellent. Tell us.
It is unconfirmed, but I believe he is, and I believe he will be.
Wait, was there a
Shnobik.
second half of that sentence?
I believe he will be the shill of Havus Corvair.
Yes, well, where is he?
So he lives in the palace. Here, let me draw. And she,
Yes, please.
in the floor is clay and a little, dirt, and she spills some
Faster,
water.
you don't need to give so much shading to all
on the
those
ground.
walls.
she
We
begins to draw with her
understand.
finger.
It is a representation.
Yes, I understand. Here. And it's through the main gate here. There are spells and incantations protecting all of these other roads. You can go straight in, but the guards will see you along this path here. The main castle
Yes.
here, there's another set of guards. Wards are everywhere. Except this way. This is where the servants are taken. The servants must walk down these stairs, and then up these, and then up to this tower. This tower is the lady's tower. This is where Lady Hark is. Cutchin Sweet Lion lives at the very top of the lady's tower.
Of course.
He is being protected there because
Mhm.
everyone assumes the ascension will happen soon, including him. He's
And
guarded
where's the
by
Robert
one
Hark kept?
guard. The Robert Hark is down here. And she points down, and there's a throne room, and she sort of draws the throne room, and she says, "You will, from a distance, it looks like it is painted on the actual throne. But here, look, it comes out a bit, and you can actually pull it out. I can't with my finger; it doesn't draw very well, but it."
No, I understand. Your words
Yes.
suffice.
Yes.
Even if, yeah. And how is it guarded?
Well, just a few guards in the throne room when the Robert Hark is not there. When the King Hark is not there. The man.
I may
Yes,
have
the man.
I may have thought of a mechanism to disappear the Robert Hark, the ascended Robert Hark. However, we need Ionus.
Yes, Ionus will be fine.
Are you sure? How
I look
long?
over at him, very much not fine.
My eyes are kind of darting around a little bit, trying to figure out what's going on. I'm grabbing some.
And
Mr.
this
Percy.
one guard guarding Cutchin Sweet Lion, he is some renowned killer of men, I suppose.
He is. He has foiled many attempts on Cutchin. There was a rumor
Does
that
he have a name?
Jagga.
Jagga. I recognize that name.
No, I don't think so. I mean, actually, you're a diplomat. You can give it a roll. You can give a history roll.
9.
I mean, no. Here's what I'll tell you with a 9, and this should frame it in some context for you, is Hark City is such a martial place. Like, it is renowned. I mean, think it's closer to Sparta than other sort of civilizations. Like the top people in terms of class and wealth are all warriors and warrior class people.
Then how did
This
Catch
guy-
and Sweet Lion turn out such a wuss?
Yeah, well, that is Galwynia is not the only one who thinks he's some kind of like plant. And there are a lot of people from Hark who were banding together to keep the king alive as long as possible because they are very worried about what comes next.
Must be some kind of Uber Nepo baby. To have risen so far.
Yes, Jagger is dangerous, and I think his ability to bend the weave matches that of Mr. Percy's.
Yes, well, then we're all in very much danger, aren't we? Ionus, look at me. Do you know me?
Yes. I think.
Would you set a man on fire if I asked you to?
Well,
A bad man who very much deserves it.
Well, you seem to be my only tether, so yes.
Good enough for me. I imagine we should dispense with Catch and Sweet Lion first, and this Jagger, hopefully quietly, because my guess is when we retrieve the Robert Hark, every alarm in this castle will sound. And at that point, we must simply race out.
Shnobik, do you recall what Ionus did with the supplies in the Gilbrain wilds?
No.
They are somewhere else.
Yes.
Somewhere undiscoverable. And only Ionus, perhaps maybe not Ionus in his current state, can
that would
find them and
be
retrieve them.
Convenient.
Might I ask a question?
Of course, Ionus. We are friends.
Of course, brother, anything.
If I were to burn people
Yes.
that deserve it,
Yes.
should I not burn us as well?
It may come to that. But not for the time being. And there may be other people who burn us first, and then you'll never get the chance.
I love how flippant he is with it.
I know, it's so crazy. So
But it's
Tim
perfect. It's like
Galwynia,
the perfect
Shnobik
response right
has-
now, too.
Shnobik has had to reckon with his own evil for a while. I think.
Galwynia grabs Filnyr's shoulder, and she looks you like really deep in your eyes, and she says, "Filnyr, tell me honestly, did you see the battle at Lakenhearth?"
Was that one of the ones we saw? I have
Yeah,
notes, but they're
that's
You
the
did
one
it
when
in
you turn
scattered
into the
order.
Baelor.
right. I saw many battles, Galwynia, Owlwood, and Lake, and tiny scuffles in the Red Cloud Mountain. What are you asking me?
You should not fight against druids.
Okay.
I don't understand it myself.
Or what?
Druids have a way of forcing creatures that have transmuted themselves into other creatures. Just don't let that happen to you. What is wrong with him?
Oh,
He
so
cannot
many things.
he cannot handle and wrap his head around all of the events that have been restored to his memory. Shnobik, I feel like this makes me a terrible person, but a part of me wishes it be stricken from him again.
I know many things about you, half-elf. That is the least of the things that make you a terrible person. Now, Galwynia, have you seen the Robert Hark?
Yes.
Could you, with you and Mr. Percy's skills, could you make a representation of it that would fool a casual observer?
A very casual observer, perhaps. The thing that is not easy to reproduce is that when you get close to it, you can hear it hum or... I hate saying this, but it seems to whisper to me.
Does it whisper to everyone?
I don't know. I haven't confided in anyone about this.
Mr. Percy, have you ever heard a whisper?
Oh, I've never seen it myself. I've never been in the palace. Galwynia's Our Lady in there. Our Lady Friday.
Can I do something real quick? I have a piece of ascended ore in my pack, if I'm not mistaken.
You sure do?
Gonna rummage through my pack and pull it out. Galwynia, does this whisper to you? And I'll show it to her.
It hums, but it does not whisper.
So it's different.
But I can hear it vibrate, yes. It is almost like the feeling you have when you put your head to the ground when there are horses miles away but coming.
Yes.
Yes, and it has a beat and you can dance to it. Can you make us a representation of the Robert Hark? Does not matter if it will not pass close inspection.
Well,
Tom, do I hear the humming?
Yes, you do, for sure. Yeah. You always
Mr.
feel
Percy.
hear the humming. You hear it everywhere, though.
Right. But specifically more, like if I get close to
Yes.
this, I hear it from
Yeah.
that. Mr.
Yes,
Percy,
for sure.
do you hear a
Yes.
hum from this rock?
No, I mean, no.
Nothing.
It
It's just a
doesn't
rock.
seem... It seems hard and thicker than the average rock.
Fair. But rocks come
That
in
has a
different
kind of
sizes.
silence to it, actually.
Galwynia,
Yes.
how many people do you think can hear this?
I don't know.
It seems that it is not everyone. Perhaps that is a trait we can ignore.
Filnyr.
Again, I think the best strategy is to make the first one disappear, whether they discover it or not. If we are out of there before they figure
Yes.
out it is gone, then we are done.
No, I agree with you.
It is...
I do believe having a decoy will be advantageous.
If you are... Filnyr,
Yes?
I'm just going to assume... I'm going to assume that you've seen everything. And it is no
have no
good
idea.
to lie to you anymore or to...
You must be truthful with me.
Filnyr, you could make another Robert Hark.
What?
Exactly as the other one is. But
But
empty.
I've not seen it.
I will show you. And
How long will it take?
you will only have a minute of seeing it before I have to do it again. And she
No,
casts.
but how long will it take to make?
Oh, about an hour. I think I've seen you do this before. I've seen you do it before.
Do you have the time?
She throws up a They will wonder where I am for sure. But here, this is what I can do. And you've always known her to be someone who like dabbles in magic.
Right.
She doesn't have anything beyond cantrips, but that's what she sort of plays with here. And she creates an illusion of the throne, the chair, with the Robert Hark mace in it. And it does look like it's painted in there. And then she like does another minor illusion of this thing like standing out in the just floating in the air. It is lead. It is dark like black lead. And it looks a bit like it's like maybe 18 inches from the very bottom to the top, and the top is this like large ball, sort of a ceremonial looking mace. It doesn't look like it would hurt anyone if you hit it on them, and there are dangling pieces of what look like lead in there that are dangling from some kind of chain link. So almost like there was like little mini maces hanging on the inside of this thing.
Got it. Okay.
It is exactly like this, Filnyr.
This does not look easy to construct.
It would certainly require a
However, I have a couple of things that may be of help that I have not used. How big is the ball on the top of the mace? Would you say like fist size? Smaller?
Two fists together. Probably 2 fists together.
Okay, so it's bigger. Something's heavy.
This seems
and how big
like
how big is the ascended ore that I have?
Big enough, and you can shape it. And you know how to do that. You've never done it before, but you remember how to shape ore.
Okay.
I believe this is a relatively inessential part of this plan. I don't know how long we want to spend with the half-elf recovering his lost arts and crafts abilities.
Shnobik, we cannot go anywhere with Ionus in this state, so we must figure out what we do with him.
Well, we cannot leave him anywhere in this state either.
No, of course not.
What state?
It's like a 22 and we have caught it.
You are absolutely fine, Ionus. That is true. Do you know why you were here?
Well, yes, I believe we are having a meeting about that problem we had with that dwarf whose ale we stole.
Indeed.
I think you are misplacing the when.
Well, but we were talking about disguising Shnobik and being stealthy. That's not what we're talking about.
Not an unsimilar situation, Ionus, but that is not... That dwarf has been compensated for the loss of his ale, if you do not recall.
Oh, no. You're right. That did happen.
Lord Ellington paid him handsomely for the lost barrel. Thanked him for his services.
Ellington.
Tarbuk, I think, was his name.
He had a name?
The dwarf, yes.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to recall it, because you were concerned about having been caught, and I think, honestly, you were concerned about Shnobik's well-being after having been caught.
Well, I've always been concerned about Shnobik's well-being.
I know. It's an admirable quality.
I have a headache.
I expect you do.
All right. Sorry. Where were we? Where are we going?
We were leaving.
Do you remember Havus Corvair?
We need to stop him at some point in the future, but that's a long time from now, yes?
How could it be a long time from... Well, I guess you are right.
Wait, maybe he is right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we believe it may be sooner than we had hoped.
We did not have the 20 years we thought we might have. He is not where we thought he was. Perhaps we will presumably find out tomorrow. Or find
we
out
cannot
as soon
trust whether his charneled prison home vacation rental is tuned or not. So we must take it ourselves.
Dear gods, I clock out for 2 seconds and the world's coming to an end already?
Yes, that's
Ah,
about the
time
way
is-
of it.
Time is so fickle.
You're telling me.
Gentlemen, we must go soon. We must go soon
Yes.
if I'm to be on time to the ladies' tower.
How long must you be there? Can you come back here after, or are you there for
8 hours.
a while?
Are you meant to go alone?
I would like to, I can get you in, but yeah, are you ready to go in? Are you ready to go after Cutchin?
I do
Absolutely.
not believe we
Let's get
have
going
much
now.
of a choice, do we?
I walk into Percy's room.
All right.
But wait, where am I? Is this the way?
Ionus, I dare say you must stick with your brother.
We don't have like Rary's telepathic bond or anything, do we?
Not at the moment.
No.
I think it's done now.
No.
Yeah, okay. Half elf, do you trust this one? And I point to Galwynia.
I do.
You believe we have a better chance of success with her with us?
I've always believed we have a better chance of survival when she is with us.
And she's still like disguised as an old lady in waiting.
Yeah,
right?
she's an old hag lady, but you can see her now. Like, she's got magic on her.
I cast disguise self and make myself look exactly like she does now.
Shit. Okay. Oh no.
We could infiltrate the castle ourselves. We do not have to have her with us.
I can. Mr. Percy. Yes, my love. Do you think you could cast that thing on us, which will allow us to communicate with each other through distance? Vast. I can do it, yes. Yeah.
Are they talking about for all of us? Does that work across planes?
No. Rary's does not work across planes.
I understand your desire for utility, Lady Galwynia, but if the wizard Percy casts a spell that affects either mine or my brother's mind again, I will kill him before he finishes it.
I will not cast on you, but your boastfulness makes me consider it. You credit Erlington for teaching you how to fight, but if you really looked back through your memories into the square and into the god tower, you will find it was I that taught you everything you know.
They yell
But that
for
is
the
for
other room.
another
Are you
time.
sure you can remember that, Percy? You took an awful lot, Mr. Percy.
Very well. My magic
do
will be
not-
off of you.
Yes, that's more of the Percy I know. I mistrust this weak, old, doddering fool. I trust this one even less, but I at least respect it.
Just know that I know what you are, Shnobik. The fact that you have been turned into a vampire does not take away the stink of the bastard that is all about you.
Percy, everyone knows who I am, but now we know who you are.
He gets up and leaves the room and says,
Touche.
Galwynia, I will leave you. I will leave you with your family.
I walk back in the room and see two old women. One of them sounds like my brother. Oh no 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 no. I'm just like twiddling my fingers. I'm like, oh no 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 no.
And do you not care for my disguise, brother?
They told me to
It
follow
is
you.
disconcerting, is it not?
They told me to follow you, Shnobik, but I don't see Shnobik anymore.
Galwynia, how long will it take to get to the Robert Hawk? And how long before we need help? I have an idea, but I do not know how to get a signal to me. Ionus, can your message spell reach across planes?
I can, if I know the being, then yes, I can speak to them across planes.
Shnobik, perhaps it's best if I give this to you, and I show him the ring that lets me go to another plane.
Oh, yeah.
I can wait in here until you think it is prudent for me to come out and be of assistance, just so we have one less chance of being discovered.
Very good.
But you must make
Ionis
sure
has one
Ionus...
too, right?
Yeah, he does. But Ionus is the only one who can tell us when to pop out.
Oh.
Because otherwise, we're just sitting there.
That's true. That's true.
That's why I was asking about raries.
I got it. Is that true? Raries does not let you. It can't extend to other planes of existence. I get it. Yep.
I don't think so. I think that's just sending.
Yeah. Yep.
Let me just double check it real quick.
Yep. I'm looking it up right now.
Communication is possible over any distance, though it can't extend to other planes of existence.
Other planes. Yeah. Yeah.
So you are spot on, sir.
Galwynia, do you have... what is your plan for getting us inside? Will my brother need to be disguised?
He would need to be disguised, yes. But you cannot have him disguised as me.
How long will it take to get there? I can make him invisible before I disappear, but he will only be invisible for an hour.
We are not far. A 20-minute slow walk, 15 minutes briskly.
And I will...
Though I will say, I do not walk briskly when I am in this disguise.
Nor should your duplicate, though perhaps your duplicate should not be walking exactly with you either. They are not expecting identical twins.
I can take on another form. But let me ask this. Have we given up on creating our decoy?
Unless you want to, we don't. Galwynia does not have time. I can try to make it while I am in the ring. But I am not sure I can
Does
accomplish
time
that.
flow differently there?
No.
Well, give it a shot. You must do something to pass the time.
Yes. And if, when you tell Ionus to send for me, ask him if he's sending me for... have him tell me if he's sending me for battle or if we need the duplicate.
Most likely both.
You never know.
Galwynia, what disguise would you choose for my brother here? We'll play a little game of pretend, Ionus.
You do not want to make him invisible. He will be much harder to keep track of.
Very well.
Or Shnobik, perhaps. Can you disguise him?
I'm a little afraid I would lose him.
Yes.
If he wanders off, we will never find him again.
Well, perhaps I could do. We could do a couple of mental spells. I could cast raries on us, and then also do the sending if you're in another. But that way, if we do get separated, perhaps we could.
Didn't Mr. Percy already do that?
No, he said he
didn't do it.
Or Shnobik said he would kill him.
Shnobik said he'd kill him.
Because he didn't ask for permission.
That guy mess with our brains? Oh, man.
Yes, I'm fine with that.
So I'll take 10 minutes and I'll do me and Shnobik, Filnyr, and Galwynia.
Okay.
What other servants will they be expecting to come with you?
With me, none, but the servants are constantly coming and going from the castle. There is a man who gambles just outside of the guard's gate. You will see him. He is always wearing yellow. there is a servant who stops there for lunch. It is lunchtime. You could potentially see him and take his identity if that makes more sense for you.
Will he be allowed access to the women's tower?
Yes. He cleans the chamber pots in the ladies' tower.
Well, I have no intention of doing that.
All right. So you guys gonna go?
Let us make haste.
Did we get any kind of rest?
Yeah, you have a well. What do you have
Any kind.
missing,
It could be a
John?
short rest, or I'm missing an 8th level, a 7th level, and 2 5th levels.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the benefits of a full rest.
Ooh,
A long rest?
A long rest. Now, the reason why I say that is because you're gonna need it.
well, how long were they in the
In the dream.
in
I
their
mean,
memories? We didn't really
he
establish
was not
that.
getting the benefit of a long rest. Okay, I tell you what. I'll
But
give
I
him the
might have
benefit.
been.
You definitely got the benefit of a long rest. I'll give you the benefit of a long rest, John, but you can't change your spells from what you had
Yeah.
before. Is that
That
okay?
that's
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I wouldn't have done
All
it
right.
anyway.
All
He
right.
came back, brain on fire, full of energy.
Yeah. This might be the last long rest of this campaign.
You've got to be fucking joking.
TPK incoming, motherfuckers.
I just don't want to do this to you without.
We have a
all your
lot. There's a
spell
lot of
slots.
strings left to go, Tom.
No, I know.
Seriously,
I'm just
good
saying.
grief.
I'm just saying you may not get another long rest
It's all going to come
Between-
fast and furious.
It's
now in 89.7.
Okay.
Man,
Not
this
doing
is
this.
certainly
Nope.
89 at this point.
It's definitely not.
I'm flying to New York tonight. Be right back, man. I got to go handle something.
89. It's 89. Okay.
All right. Yeah, are you ready?
We will gain entrance to the palace. We will climb the women's tower. We will kill Cutchin Sweet Lion and his guard. We will make our exit. Go to the throne room. Retrieve the Robert Hark. Send it away to a pocket dimension. And make our escape.
Or she looks around and says,
I've had enough
Wait.
of oars.
"This is Cutchin Sweet Lion's brush." She hands it out to Ionus. It's from the ladies'
Oh,
tower.
thank God we're saved.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You can take us to him, can't you?
You could take them right to it, could you not?
Must we kill Cutchin? Can't we just steal the Robert Hawk? Then Havus will come out in some dimension he has no familiarity with, no way to get out of.
Well, now hang
What?
on. We could just dispatch him. We don't have to kill him. I can trap him.
Isn't that accomplished by being in a demiplane?
Yes.
I told you I had a good idea.
Well, we can't put them both in the same demiplane.
No, just Cutchin. Put the boy in a demiplane and then take the mace and put it somewhere else. I could put it in another demiplane after some sleep.
No, we may only
How-
have enough for one demiplane.
How many demiplanes?
I can make as many as I want, Shnobik.
Let me... Shall I refresh us on the stakes? I understand.
We simply need to get rid of the Robert Hawk. And that will stop Havus.
But what if we fail?
Killing Cutchin just means the next person in line takes the throne. The ritual remains the same.
Yes, but Havus may not have his talons dug in.
If
To
Cutchin is
whoever
under his
else.
control, I suppose that's true.
And it will take time.
I may still be a little fuzzy, but is the mace anything like Perso Incompetent?
It whispers to Galwynia.
That spear tip had a large amount of power. If I put it in a demiplane, is there a guarantee it will stay there?
He never tried to put Perso in a demiplane.
I was
Only.
looking at Tom's face when he asked that just to see if there were any
Any tells?
any tells.
Did you see any? I don't have a.
This is why
I
Tom
can't see
keeps
my
crappy
own
internet,
face.
so it just like
I
degrades
know, it
conveniently
sort of
when.
froze for a second there before you had a really good poker face.
My vote is trap the boy in a demiplane if we want to dispatch him, and then
How long till you can do another one for the Robert Hawk?
it would take 8 hours.
Do we have a way to destroy it?
The Robert Hawk?
Yes.
I don't know. I can reshape it. If I can make one, I can presumably unmake one and make it look like it's not the Robert Hawk. That's another option, but it will take an hour.
Oh,
I could
Filnyr.
take it to my ring.
The ring, yes.
Shnobik, you never go in your ring.
What ring?
Exactly. Put that, you destroy the ring, it's gone forever. We don't need another demiplane. We have them.
This seems like a lot of effort to avoid killing one human.
I'm merely stating that the Robert Hawk is the priority in my mind. To keep Havus away. And for all it's worth, we may never actually have to fight him. Wouldn't that just be the bee's knees? Now there I was watching Tom to see.
I
how
love
mad
it.
my man
I
got.
love it,
Brother.
No, I would love it. I would love it if I get to like keep this guy alive.
Brother.
For
but
episode
your-
90?
Yeah, right.
But for your intervention, this Cochin Sweet Lion would be in the ground.
What, my intervention?
Yes. You have convinced us to send him to a demiplane. Instead of to hell. Does it feel good to tally one in the other column?
I'll let you know if it works.
Fair enough. Grab that hairbrush. Let's rip it.
All right, so we want to try a plane shift straight to, not plane shift, the teleport straight to Cutchin.
Seems a lot better than trying to climb a tower dressed as servants with hiding in demiplanes and half invisible and relying on a complicated messaging system.
True.
All right.
Although,
I'm looking at the spell here. I'm going to put it up for everybody to see.
does this spell kill your ability to create the demiplane?
No.
Okay.
This one's 7th level. Demiplane is 8th level.
Okay. This kills your ability to do other stuff.
Other stuff.
So yeah, what's the mishap table look like for associated object?
No, this is like animate objects on here. It's like confusing. If you're very
Yeah,
familiar,
I got it here. Yeah. So, you've definitely got a description, and you've got.
it's on
Didn't we?
target.
We've met him.
no, we haven't.
Yes.
Abel met him.
Just Abel?
Oh,
Back in
that's
Heart?
right.
No, he was in the
No,
Hark Army,
it was
right?
Abel. No, well,
No, he
Ionus,
was
you
there.
met him too. You
maybe
met
for
him
a
too.
second. I think maybe
He
for a
was hanging
second,
out.
it went in episode 1.
It was 3 years ago, real time.
He's in episode 3.
Cutchin Sweet Lion is in episode 3?
He was Waverly Cloudsack's errand boy.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, but look, you have an associated object.
yeah,
Yeah,
we have
so
the
that's
associated
always-
object,
that's
which is
100%
the
on
big
target.
That's
deal.
100%. That's 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so we'll just get there. No problem.
You're going to just get there. You're just going to get there. Yeah.
Okay, straight to him. Okay, so I'll cast teleport, and we'll all head straight to Cutchin
Mage
Sweet Lion.
armor, any of that stuff? Are you going to do any of that
Yeah,
stuff?
no,
You
I've-
prep for
I've
it?
got
That
mage
stuff
armor
is already up.
But
Okay.
Permanent fixture on Ionis.
with
Yeah.
raries, is it like a party line, or can we address each other individually?
No, it's like
It's
a
a
party.
party
It's like
line.
a conference call.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Well, it's like a Zoom.
Yeah.
I don't care who hears this. Ionus, there's one important thing I need you to know. The decision making may be difficult coming up. We may have to fight for our lives. If you see a globe of darkness, incinerate everything within it. Yes?
Isn't that your
All of
favorite
my-
strategy? Shnobik?
my
Make it
inhibitions.
dark. Stab them in the dark.
My inhibitions are very low right now, Shnobik. So
I will be fine. Just make it as hot as you can inside. My life may depend on it.
I just nod my head, and I begin casting teleport, and I cast it.
Awesome.
Oh, jeez.
And you all wait. Did you take Galwynia with you? No.
She is coming with us.
Oh, she is.
Yep,
She's got the
because
raries on.
I am confused, and she
Okay.
was coming last time, so she's coming now.
Okay, so you appear in a very.
If we appear in a dungeon, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
No, you appear in a very. That would be a really smart move. That would be sucky. In a very fine room with furs all over the place. It's very hark. There's the quality of the wood in here is high, high craftsmanship. There's a bed. There's a desk. You've got Cutchin is standing by the window, and he's looking out this tower, and he hears you appear, and he turns around and he goes, "Oh, are you here? Are you here to save me?"
And I
Save
cast
you from what,
Demiplane.
my boy?
Demiplane right behind him. Zoom.
Yes, get in there.
Ionus, you are a friend of Abel's.
Yes, that's wonderful. Walk in here with me, please.
This leads out. This leads to our salvation.
Yes, it does. In here. In here.
Okay. And he
And
just
I-
steps in.
He steps in, I pat him on the back, and I close it.
All right.
Is there anything else in the room? Anyone else in the room?
Yeah, Filnyr
There's
goes
no
invisible.
one. There's no one else in the room. Give me perception checks.
Was that really?
You know, there's people outside of the room.
22 perception for Filnyr.
Okay, that's nice.
That's an
9
8.
for
All right.
Shnobik.
Good, I got you covered,
All right.
boys.
Oh, wait a second, Tim. Is Filnyr inside the plane, or no? You just teleported out with
We
him.
just all came.
No, Ionis
Yeah.
just talked him into it.
Okay. So you definitely hear someone outside the door, like right outside the door, and then you hear
Okay.
him. Like, he clearly responded when he heard Cutchin speaking, and you hear him say, "Sweet lion, who you talking to out there, sweet lion? Is it another one of your tricks?"
In my mind, I say, invisible, quickly. I don't have to whisper because it's in our mind.
No,
invisible,
no, yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
And
I'm already invisible, so I tell them in my head. I think.
Can you? And we've got Galwynia with us too. She's the old lady in waiting who probably isn't supposed to be in here. I cast disguise self and make myself look like Cutchin Sweetline.
Oh shit!
All right.
And we're cool with Galwynia staying the way she is.
Or you can make her invisible with you.
That I can. That's why I'm wondering.
Yes, please. Everyone else
in my head.
Everyone else invisible.
That voice. There's someone outside. It sounds familiar. Damp.
Keys
perhaps.
are clutching the door, and
Galwynia and I are both invisible.
And Filnyr, right?
Yeah.
Filnyr can do it himself, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it myself.
Yeah.
All right.
I should have done it before we even teleported, but I feel like Ionus had to see me.
Cutchin, come on. Respond, baby. Come on. And
Jaga, I believe I'm going mad in here.
Oh. And he opens the door, and you see a guard. None of you recognize the face of this guard. Come here. Listen. It's going to all be over soon. Very soon.
I don't want to come there.
It doesn't even hurt. Trust me, I've done it 1,000 times myself. It doesn't even hurt. And you'll be a king.
Very well. Yes, but why must I stay locked up in here?
He looks at you kind of funny.
Could you,
kid?
Could you
we
just...
were talking. We were talking the other day, and you mentioned You mentioned a girl you were interested in having me bring up here. What was her name again? You can tell he curls his hand around his sword.
Anybody got any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm looking at my
spells.
spells.
The party line went silent.
I'm looking at my spells.
I have no interest in girls, and if I did, I would never ask you to bring one here. What are you implying of me?
He resheathes his sword. He says, well, let me tell you this much, though. When Havus is kicking around in there, you're going to love girls. And he turns around and
goes, oh, shit.
And he turns around.
Wait, don't leave. Please don't leave.
What is it, kid?
Could you... I feel like I'm going mad up here. Could you take me to see it? I think it would put me at ease.
What? What?
You know. I just want to look upon it, whether it is my doom or my salvation. The not knowing is... I believe I'm starting to talk to myself.
You mean you want to see the stone we're going to put inside your head?
Oh, shit.
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right. Here, hold tight for a second. Let me check outside. Now, you're not going to do anything funny, are you?
Nothing you would find funny.
All right. Give me a performance or a deception check.
Oh, boy. Shnobik is not good at this. Let's see. You said
doing pretty well so far.
Doing great.
Deception? Doesn't matter. Both are a -1.
Oh,
that's okay.
Fuck. Got the wrong person doing this one.
That's an 8.
Okay.
Wait a second. Does anybody have anything that can help me?
I don't know what just happened. No. Ignore my clicks.
Okay.
Ignore my clicks. Literally, that was like straight mouse touchpad.
I'm like, can I silvery barbs myself?
I think you can, but you're
Um,
going to lose your reaction.
And you give yourself disadvantage on that roll.
Oh yeah, no, you can only do it on one that it succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
Yeah. No, so you weren't rolling for him to see if he believes that you are who you say you are.
It's dude, I
because
convince him to.
He's already decided that.
he thinks you're going to try something funny.
Yeah.
Listen, kid. Listen. How are we going to make sure you don't take off running for your mommy's place? We're going to have to walk right past it.
If I did, you would catch me instantly.
It's true, but think about last time, and I'm not supposed to rough you up at all anymore.
Yes, but look at me. I've learned my lesson. Is this not the face of one who has accepted the inevitable?
Yeah, not this time, kid.
I know you have no kindness in you. I have prevailed upon that before. I only say it may make your job a little easier, a little less tedious for the next day. Otherwise, you may have to hear me jabbering away in here.
All right, listen. We'll go down to the throne room. I'll let you hold it. I'll let you put it up against the back of your neck. You can see, I'll show you where it's going to go. And then we got to come back up here. I do have a soft spot for you, kid.
I do not believe that, but I appreciate you all the same.
I actually do. And you're going to make a hell of a king. I've seen a lot of them. You're going to be a good one. All right. Make sure you don't got your no quill, no ink, no nothing, no way for you to signal somebody. Okay.
I just hold my hands up.
All right. Let's go. And he takes you down the stairs, and as soon as you get out of the room, he slams the door behind you and locks the door.
I was about to say, I leave the door open behind me as I follow him.
I was hoping I could hold it open with mage hand or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, he slams it shut and locks it up tight. All right, let's go.
All right. And I follow him.
I just say, Shnobik, mentally tell us where you're going.
You know where I'm going. Meet me there.
Can you do this again, Ionus? Teleport us to Shnobik when...
No.
What?
Out the window, down the wall, through the door. I thought you were wizards.
Oh my goodness. I am the head of the Thieves Guild, you idiots. Just give me a second. and you hear clicking over by the door. And then the door, the lock, you hear it fall on the other side. And she says, let's go. I can't see you. Are you here?
Yes, coming.
I'm sorry, Galwynia. We are not used to having competence in this party.
Clearly not.
Did you already walk downstairs? Hello?
Oh, shit. In our minds only, wizard. Not out loud. All right, so this is a stair that, like a lot of tower stairs, that sort of wrap around the outside of the tower for a bit, and then it empties into a small sitting room that has velvet curtains up all over the place, a door. Jagger takes you right past it. But this is
I am going to look longingly at it just to keep up appearances.
perfect. Yes, this is Cutchin, where the Lady Hark is currently staying, along with Cutchin's mother, and you continue heading down. Jagger walks right over the place that Galwynia said was, warded up. Basically takes you off the path and then heads toward this hallway that has inlaid wood on the floor and the walls and the ceiling. And it creates this weird perspective. It's set up so that it makes you look like you're looking down this almost like infinity line toward a light that's shining, and the light is from the outside windows from this throne room, but the windows are exactly behind the throne. So it's while it creates this shadow that sort of looms over that makes the throne look both giant and close, but also sort of disappearing into the perspective and tiny at the same time. And you're actually, all of you are quite impressed with this inlay work. It's all like thin, long triangles all down this hallway. And then there are 2 guards at the throne room, and Jagger just waves at them, and they both, almost like they don't even see him. They just completely ignore Cutchin and Jagger, and they walk in. For everybody else, when you get to the place where you turn to get onto the wood room, Galwynia puts her arms out to stop you both from walking there, and she says, "There are magical traps everywhere here."
How do we circumvent them?
I don't know where they all are, but I did see someone who stepped in the wrong place, and a giant mud hand came up from the ground, grabbed him, and pulled him down to the ground. When the guards came and dispatched him quickly. Shall we risk it?
Can we not follow the footsteps of Cutchin and Shnobik?
I can't tell you exactly where they walked. Can you?
I suppose I cannot.
And who's around?
There are
2
people
guards
walking around here, but it's just, as you're looking down this hallway, it's 2 guards at the end of the hallway, and then that's all the people you see that direction. There are people who are going up toward the tower where you were, up the ladies' tower. There's another tower on the other side. There are people moving around there. It's an active, manor house. It's a castle. It's a palace. So there are people who are here going lots of different places, but the king is not sitting the throne. So the sort of political and sort of bureaucratic things are not happening right now. It's staff. It's all staff here.
But a floating table would catch notice.
Just slightly.
Probably.
Let's see. You said there are 2 guards at the end of the hall?
Yeah.
I can't do anything. And then there's a door at the end of the hall?
It's just open. It's just open light. It's shaped about like the mace is. So it's this long hall that opens up into a...
Shnobik has heard all this conversation, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Do something to call the guards to you. Watch where they step. Like a caw.
Gods! Gods! Gods, we need help down this way.
The people who are like nearby in the room are looking around like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Gods, this way, down this way. I'm doing a minor illusion in an ambiguous spot. No, I'm not. I'm just talking because I'm gonna become visible if I.
Yeah, and Galwynia hears you and moves up the stairs, and she says, "Guards, they've attacked the ladies. The ladies' tower has been attacked." And
Oh gods! Oh gods!
and
Please, gods!
8 guards come from the hall on the other side from where you are now, and the 2 who are in the throne area stay where they are. Well trained. And they're now looking around for the sound of the crying, but also for the ladies' tower. Some of them move up the stairs. Who was that calling? You there, lady? Yes. Was that you calling for us? No, I heard it over there by the ladies' tower and also the center of the room there. Weird.
All right. Filnyr, I can get us directly past those guards. Galwynia, can you follow?
Count your steps forward and count your steps in direction, and I think we can all follow. We don't actually have to do that on the podcast, but I feel like you could be like, okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna walk? Are you gonna walk, John?
I can dimension door us past the guards.
Okay.
And then Galwynia, if Galwynia can then run toward the guards, we're at least behind them and we can grab them if need be. But I could get 2 of us past the guards closer to Shnobik.
Wouldn't that make you visible?
Yes.
Now that there's 8 more guards.
I will stay.
But we'll be far away from them.
Do not raise the alarm.
I will stay here. If you want to do that, that's a good idea, but I will stay here and deflect. I have a reason to be here.
Room? You can come if I need you, yes?
How far are you right now?
I do not need you yet. I am
less than 100 feet away from you.
Less than 100 feet away.
Well, yes, we can immediately come. Should you call out for us? So at the moment, Tom, nobody can tell that we are kind of standing there.
No one's.
Nobody's crowding around us or anything.
It's weird. Like they're like, what the fuck is going on here? They're not on high alert because other people are not freaking out. So they're looking around, but it's you know.
Well, I bet weird shit happens around here a lot.
A lot. Yes. So Shnobik, you're in the throne room. It's large, probably 65 feet across. It's a bit of an oval, so the throne room and the wooden hallway actually form the general shape of the Robert Hark mace. So it's a bit like the hallway is the handle, and then this room is this like ball of the head of this mace, and the throne itself is in the very center of the room, and there are actually like bleacher seats behind it that have desks and places for people to sit, and so it's the way people come to have audience with the king here is all of the court sits behind the king faces out, and then this like sort of chorus of people would normally sit behind there, and where you walk in there is almost like a British legal bar that's like in a courthouse or something, where it sort of keeps people about 10 or 15 feet away from the throne itself and in this like holding area. And Jagger just takes you right over the bar.
Is that it there?
Yes. There's the mace.
Now that
And
we're
there-
here, I'm not sure I want to touch it.
Well, you don't have to.
I'm filled with a fright that I did not expect.
Well, here, let me show you what the stone will feel like. And he produces from his pantaloons a small crystal.
Oh
And-
no, put it away, please.
It's identical to the ones that were inside the slots.
Mm.
He says, I'll just let me show you on
No,
your
I
neck.
I must face my fears. I will. Please bring me to the mace.
You should not touch it.
I will not. I need to face it.
This doesn't feel very smart. Just hurry up.
So he sort of hangs back, and I walk.
He
up
hangs
to it.
back. Yeah.
Okay. You know, Ojega, you know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I were to say to you that we couldn't get much higher. And I, in my mind, say, Ionus, it is time. I grab the mace from the throne room.
All right.
And I cast darkness.
All right. So I'll let you get the darkness off. And then we are going to be in initiative.
And with a bonus action,
Uh-huh.
I summon Bezlith Luatal to my hand.
Oh,
Damn.
fuck.
Oh, damn.
All right. So let me bring this guy up here. Damn it. All
Which
right.
causes all the torches in the room to go out.
That's right. They all go out.
Well, that's not great.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right. So let's get
Initiative rolls?
some initiative rolls in here.
11 for Ionus.
11 for Filnyr.
Oh, shit.
And I have slightly lower
man.
decks than Ionus.
20 for Shnobik.
Oh man.
That's good.
That is good. Here, let me do this thing. Okay. So, we will start with Shnobik. Here's what the scene is. So, Shnobik walks down the hallway. Galwynia stops you at the wood. You're about 100 feet away from the room. He's another 20 or 30 feet inside the room at the throne. And then the lights all go off, and he tells you to send in the fire or whatever, and you suddenly feel exceedingly cold in there as well. Like there is a cold emanating from the throne room. And Shnobik, it is you.
You tell me if this is going to take an action or not.
Okay.
I reach out with my mind. James, can you hear me?
Yes, James hears.
I have much to eat. And I sort of send him a mental image of the pulsing, wet necks of guards.
Jeez.
I'm so far away from you, Master, and I have used all of my teleportation spells,
No,
and for some
no,
reason, every
James.
time I try to sleep,
No, James,
I-
you've had a long rest since then.
but I am simulacrum. I am clone. I can't regain spell slots.
Lies.
Wait, is that not true?
Clone
He's
is
a
like
clone.
you. Yeah,
If he's a clone,
is
then he's
another
just the
version
guy
of you.
again.
You can regain spell slots.
Is
and
that
everything.
true?
Simulacrum's something
Yeah,
different.
Simulacrum can't do it, but
I was
clones can.
so happy to use those spell slots before.
Oh no,
You
he's
mean-
got them back.
You were right to be happy to use them before, but he gets them back.
Wait, what? I'm looking this up. Man, I don't want to ruin the moment here. You son of a bitch. He just is another person. It's a clone.
Check.
He literally is Jesus of the Orc Wars. Yeah.
He just can.
You already
This
used
is-
this spell. And he came back with full spell slots. Remember?
Yep.
When he died, you made him a new body, and
When he died, I was like, he died. He came back full powered, and I was like, I'm just chipping this stuff away. I've got his card up here, all the spells he's cast. I'm so
Hit the long rest button, and then you'll see what spells he's cast.
stupid. Wait, just give me a second, then, you motherfuckers. I
All
mean,
of a sudden, there's 600 cards on the other side of the door.
no, but just give me a second here, because now this I guess this works.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's not going to get here right away.
No, he's not
But
going to get there right away.
Can I say that in my mind while I advance on Jaga here?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I am going to attack with my Bezalith Frostbrand, which is actually only now a +1, but it's also 1d6 cold damage.
Yep.
Oh yeah, losing the brothers.
That's a 24.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm attacking Jaga. In the
Let me see what
dark.
he
Oh,
has
it should be
here.
with advantage,
Yeah,
right?
it should be
Unless
with
he can see
advantage.
in the dark.
Unless
He has
Jagger
blind
can
sight.
see in the dark.
He has
has
blind
blind
He does
sight.
have blind sight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you
it's
got it.
Willem.
Yeah,
sounds like him.
it is
Then
Willem.
it's just a straight roll.
Sure, sounds
24.
like him.
It's Grumpsh.
All right. Here we go.
Right now.
Okay. Grumpsh. When you hit Grumpsh, you can cause he can move with cunning action to make you miss that attack. So he is going to do that. So you miss that attack.
Okay. You ready for number 2?
You get a second one? You just didn't you bonus action already? You cast
No, I
darkness
get
already.
3 attacks.
This
I'm
dude
a
has
fighter.
3
No,
man.
darkness was-
Oh, darkness was before initiative.
It was before initiative. You're right. I'm just angry. I'm just angry and I'm taking it out on you. Sorry, go ahead.
19. Does that hit?
That is going to hit.
All right.
No, it does not. That misses. That misses. That misses.
What? What? Oh, Tom typed that +1 on his AC real fast.
No, I didn't. I just I have his character card is up here, but his little blue dot on the Roll20 says 17, but that is for something else.
30.
Wow. That's a hit for sure.
Okay. That is 10 piercing and 1 cold damage.
All right. He decides to take it. All right.
Okay. That's my turn.
And it is now his turn. And he says, "Who are you that you're going to try and trick old Jagger?"
Old Jagger.
And he also pulls his he pulls a dagger out, and his dagger is like almost like a black light. It's very similar to Filnyr's Quiet Dark, and he swings it at you. Let me see if we can find pay dirt here. 20.
20 would hit, but I will use my reaction to throw up a shield.
All right. And he swings again at you. 19. And his last attack. 22.
Will not hit.
All right. And
I see your eyes are as good in the dark as mine.
probably better. I lived inside a stone for a while. And he...
I have a feeling if we compare who has the darker life, we will be here a while.
How far does the darkness extend?
20-foot radius.
All right. He disappears. And you hear him call out, and he says, "Guards, there's a madman in there. Go." And he starts
Do
to
I
walk
hear
up.
where the voice came from?
Yeah, the hallway.
Oh, he's out in the hallway. Okay.
Yeah. And he begins to walk up the hall. So he is like... So you guys see him. He's about 90 feet away from you now.
So he's outside
And
of the darkness.
He's outside of the darkness, yes.
Okay.
And it is Ionus' turn.
Okay, how far apart are he and the guards?
He's about 30 feet away from the guards.
30 feet away from the guards. He tells them to go in. Okay, so... And the guards are how far away?
100 feet.
Okay.
I say in my mind, I have it. Make an escape for me.
All right, I see the guy. He walks out. The guards are rushing in. Damn it.
You need not come. Secure my escape.
Yeah, I'm trying. I just don't know which thing to do. I guess those guards probably are small change for Shnobik. So, I'm just going to...
I don't know. They're guarding the throne room.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know if this will work or not. All right. I'll just say, Filnyr, grab, Filnyr, you get the main one. And I'm going to run forward 10 feet and I'm going to cast confusion on the two guards.
You're going to try to get,
they're too
Willem
far
in this?
apart. They're too far apart.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to try to cast confusion on the two guards.
What kind of save is it? Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw. It's a DC 18.
All right. The first one. Ooh, that is a natural 1.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
second one. 16.
Not enough.
Not enough.
All right.
So they're confused. So before they go, they'll have to roll on a D8.
I think
You're
it's
on
a
a
D10.
D10.
Yeah,
D10.
but yeah. All right. It is that, and you're good now? You're done?
Yeah, I don't think there's
visible
anything
now.
else I can do. I am visible, and I've told
And
my
so is
buddy beside me to
Galwynia.
go.
Yes, but Galwynia still looks like a hag.
Now,
Well,
is she visible?
Yeah, because confusion is concentration.
Yep. So
Yeah,
we're both visible. We're both visible.
Yeah. All right. Filnyr, it's you.
They are 100 feet away. And how far is Jagger? Jagga?
Jagger is he's 30 feet from them, so they're 70 feet. He's 70 feet away from
So
you.
he walked past them 30 feet toward me.
He reappeared in the hallway. He disappeared from the darkness and reappeared in the hallway.
Okay, so he reappeared in the hallway on the other side of the guards, closer to us, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Which means he's going to Misty Step or some shit. If we do this again, let's see. I am going to move closer. I'll move 30 feet closer, so that'll put me 20 feet ahead of Ionus.
Okay. So, I need you to roll a Dex saving throw.
Oh, that's right. That's where we stopped at the edge of the floor, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Dex saving throw.
Yeah. DC 14.
20.
Okay.
Nice.
So, and Ionus, you needed to do it too, as well.
Okay, even though I was 10 feet up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This thing
Dex
has a
saving
large area.
14.
Saves.
All right. So,
Boom.
all right. So you're both going to take half of this.
Damn it.
Let me see if I can get
Now,
this
how
thing
is he
here.
walking down? There's got to be a path.
All right.
That's the
So-
weird part of this.
So when you step about 20 feet away from the carpet, like down the hall, this small nova happens. It is in the air about 4 feet up off the ground, and it just goes like straight out, almost like a sound wave, but it's fire. And it doesn't affect the walls. It doesn't affect anything else. It is just this like small explosion of fire that goes straight out, almost like if you were a little person, it would have missed you. It's 30 damage, so you both took half. So you both take 15.
And then I got to do a con save.
You got to do a con save, yeah.
DC 15 concentration check.
Yes, that's right.
Or is it half of it? So
No, it's
DC
half
10.
of it.
It's DC
half of
10.
it.
Yeah, DC 10.
DC
Yeah,
10.
DC 10.
All right, we're good. All right, here we go. 20.
Perfect.
Oh, I guess I have to do one too because I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Although I'm about
yeah.
to not be, so it doesn't really matter. But let's see if this reveals me, I guess, right? And I have advantage because of Warcaster. 12, so that's fine.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
And we have no idea what Grumpsh is skilled at or not skilled at.
I don't
gotta
even know
Filnyr.
who he is.
Yeah, we don't even know it's him.
No, we don't. We don't.
No, well, yeah, Shnobik particularly.
Right.
He's just like, this is some rando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's a little creepy.
How close? How much distance between the guards and Jaga?
About 30 feet.
About 30
Jagger.
feet. Jagger.
Yeah.
I'm going to synaptic static on all three of them.
Nice.
Yes, baby.
So that'll be an intelligence saving throw, DC 18, or they take 8d6,
All
which
right.
will be 34 damage.
Wow, that's a good roll. All right. That's
It's
a very
two
good
8s
roll.
in there. Or two
All right.
Sixes in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry, it's a
2
intelligence.
6s, 2 5s, and 2 4s.
Yes, it's an intelligence, DC 18.
The first one fails. And the second one fails. All right, and they take 34 each. God damn. Okay.
Yep, and then also Jagger. And they will have.
He's in this too.
Yeah, he's the reason I asked how close they were. Right, he's the focus of this. They're just bonus.
Okay. Now, he's
Someone
not.
call that collateral damage.
Yes.
He's actually quite good at
calls
this.
it a bonus.
Yeah. So he is going to pass this. Does he take any damage if
He takes half.
Yeah.
he takes half?
As much on his sex? Yeah, but they have D6 subtracted from attack rolls and ability checks, as well as con saves to maintain. They're not concentrating on anything, but
I got to look at this. He's got something here.
concentration check. You mean?
No. He's immune to several kinds of damage, but psychic is not one of them.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Well, that makes it hard. So he's going to take
Makes me hard.
17 on this one.
Okay, and I moved 30 feet, and he was 70 feet, so he's like 40 feet away from me now.
Yep.
Let's see, and I think that's all I can do because I think the range on, yeah.
All right.
Yep, that'll be my turn.
And as you end your turn, he casts at you.
I'll counter it.
All right. It's countered.
Counter spell.
Okay. All right. And it is, let's see. All right. The guards run into the darkness.
Wait, they have to roll first.
They have to roll a d10 to see what they do.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because they're confused.
And they have no
Okay.
reaction. So Sam, you can just run right out of there if you want to.
All right. The first one gets 10.
That is
Back normally.
Act
Yeah.
normally.
And the second one gets 2.
That doesn't move
You don't
or
move
take
or
actions.
take any actions.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. This is crippling. Okay. All right. So this one is going to run in here and attack Shnobik.
But he can't see. Or can he in the darkness?
He has 10 feet, but he's going to have to use a lot of his movement to get to him. So he is going to do that, and he is going to roll second wind, and he's going to get some hit points back. All right.
Everybody got blind sight now, huh?
They are protecting a king, so
Yeah.
This is the same class of guy that you fought already with Jesus. They have 10-foot blind sight and have had. All right. And the other one can't now do. They get to do another saving throw, right?
I didn't fight those guys with Jesus.
Oh, that's right. You didn't. That's right. I forgot. All right. They get to do another save, right? At the end of their turn.
No, this
for
is I think
confusion.
this is it.
it's no.
At the end of its turn, an affected target can make another wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, did it
All right.
attack me?
No. It second winded. It moved toward you. It's up. It's up
okay,
on you now. All right.
Okay.
That's a 9, but he has Indomitable, so he's going to roll that again. Come on. Nope, that's a 5.
Yes.
18's
all
tough,
right.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one is going to try to get it. 15. He failed. He has Indomitable. Oh, 19. Okay, that one's done.
Just gets over it.
Oh, do they also have to save? Do they get to say another intelligence thing for the synaptic static?
I think so.
I think that's right.
The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Okay. Here's the first
So,
one. And you have
DC
also
18.
an 18, right?
Yes.
Oh, dang.
That's a 20. All right, this guy is clear of everything.
Wow.
And the other one, this is a wisdom.
It's clear
sorry.
of nothing.
That's a wisdom. Sorry, but it doesn't matter. It's the same anyway. Okay, so this guy, so the guy who is in the hall is cleared of everything. The guy who's in the darkness is clear of nothing. But he's got some
Okay.
hit points back. Okay. And we're back at the top. I believe it is Shnobik.
So I've got a guy on me.
Yep.
And then how far to the door?
So you can't see the door, but you are.
Right, but I came through it. I know about
Yeah,
where
you're
it is,
about
right?
20 feet from the door.
I'm only about 20 feet from the door. Okay. And then Jagger is about, what did you say, 10 feet beyond that?
You can't see him, but yeah, he's another 30 feet beyond that.
Oh, he's another 30 feet beyond that. Okay.
Well,
And
40
then,
feet beyond the door.
And then the hall is what, like 100 feet long?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I am going to run towards the door.
All right.
And
And I think this guy doesn't have a reaction, so you're safe.
oh, he doesn't have a reaction.
Not with confusion.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes away their reactions?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
takes away the reaction.
Oh, no, but the guy...
But
oh, right,
the
right,
one
right,
outside has his reactions back.
Right. Okay. So I just start running towards the door. I make it to the door. There's a guard at the door. I
Yep.
keep running.
All right. That guy's going to attack you. Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Here we go. Let's see how this goes.
Tom's excited.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. 14. 14.
He misses.
Yeah, I know.
The
I'm
wily
moving
one.
too fast.
He pulled it,
Okay.
seeing Kutch and Sweet Lion.
I know.
Ryan coming out of the darkness. He's like, whoa.
He doesn't think that's the madman all of a sudden.
Right. It's like, oh, disguise self isn't even concentration. That's awesome.
It's not concentration, no.
I say that man, he's crazy. He's crazy, and I'm going to take a dash action and keep running.
Oh, you'll get all the way to Jagger.
So I'm at Jagger, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then I am going to bonus action Misty Step another 30 feet.
Wow. All right. So you're 10 feet away from Filnyr, and then 20 feet away from Ionus. Is that right?
Yeah.
I thought Filnyr was
said-
closer to Jagger.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like 40 feet.
30 feet.
I'm 40 feet
30
from
feet,
Jagger.
Yeah.
So I'm 10
So you
feet from
get-
Filnyr.
Yep.
Yeah. And then 40 feet.
No,
From-
30 feet from Ionus.
And I am going
Yeah.
to...
Okay.
I don't know if you'll let me do this if I already took a dash.
Probably not.
I'm going to throw the mace to him.
Okay.
To
Who are you going to
Ionus?
throw it to?
To Filnyr, who's only 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
I'll let you do it.
Just a little shovel pass.
All right. It's an easy athletics check.
Okay.
For the throw or for the catch?
Yes. You can have acrobatics or athletics to catch it, but he is going to...
But it's got to be athletics for the throw.
The throw has to be athletics, but the catch...
The big old heavy mace.
My dexterity doesn't count for nothing. All right, I got a 0.
16 on the catch. See if the throw's accurate, I guess.
Can my familiar give me the help action?
No. Just throw it. It's a shovel
14.
pass. Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect. Thrown and caught. And
All right, and And then I turn and face back down the hall. Go.
All right.
Go.
Can I use my reaction to disappear into my ring?
It's an action, I think, for that.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. You have, as soon as this thing is in your hand, you hear masses of people talking, screaming,
Existing.
And do you remember when you had the strands that you could feel and pull?
Yeah.
The whole mace is vibrating, and the whole thing feels like it's a string that's pulled so tight that the smallest movement or action is going to just like break something. It feels like the whole thing is just teetering on this plane of existence that you're on right now. And the Jagger calls out to you and says, I recognize you, half-elf. You ready to meet my very favorite creation?
No, I don't think so.
He's smiling ear to ear.
I would prefer not.
Well, that's too bad, because here he comes, and he holds up this this crystal that was in his hand, and he says, it's coming. And let's see here. It is his turn, and he crushes it, and the crystal, like almost like sand, like trickles down his hand, and the mace begins to vibrate and shake. And he says, you better drop it and stand back. And that's where we're going to end Interstitial Part 2.
Episode 89.
88, not yet 89.
This ruse can't go on. Cannot go on.
This aggression will not stand, man.
Will not stand. You know, the men in pajamas. Guys.
Oh boy.
A lot happened in that episode.
You have brought on, you're about to meet someone.
I think I know who we're about to meet.
I think you know who you're about to meet. It's going to be good. I'm glad you got a full rest. I'm so glad you got a full rest.
Oh, good grief.
When we get back, Willem will finish his turn.
Don't you mean Jagger?
Sorry, Jagger will finish his turn. Oh man,
So he used his action?
He's used his action to crush the crystal and call his helper man.
I don't even know what's happening.
I just don't understand why that guy would be working for that thing.
Agreed.
But I guess we don't actually know who we're going to meet yet. Despite
You don't know who you're going to meet yet.
Despite our ideas. All right, well, I guess we'll brainstorm a little bit on the bonus episode and give Tom ideas for episode 89, 90, 91. Yes, 91.
You know,
91.
It's funny when we get to the end of these episodes. Sometimes we're like, "Oh, pumped! Yeah, that was awesome," and sometimes we're like, "Ooh, that was a tough one." And sometimes like this, we get to the end and we're just like, "Yeah, man, I don't know." I'm like, we should kind of bring the energy up here at the end of the episode, but we're all like,
I mean,
"Ooh, man, I don't know."
it's like it's touch and go here. I do have to say, like, you've marshaled in a lot of people to come. I think you've kickstarted the assassination plot. But it was going to happen soon anyway.
Yeah.
It was going to happen soon anyway.
Hey,
might as well happen while we're here.
Kutchin's
It
in a
might as
nice
well.
demi-plane.
Mhm.
Kutchin's safe.
He's safe. He's safe.
Well, I mean, Shnobik looks like Kutchin.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't even know he's missing.
Nope.
They just think
Nope.
you're trying to like get him out.
Pull some shenanigans.
Pull shenanigans.
Yeah, I
right?
wonder how many guards will hold off if I say so.
I
I will
maybe a
see.
lot.
My deception checks aren't very good.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
have
I
to
mean,
see.
maybe a lot. Although, I mean, if you know anything about this guy Jagger, you know that everywhere he goes, people dislike him. So
That's true.
it's not like
It's true.
it's not like he's got a lot of loyal people who are willing to lay down.
Oh, guys, I figured it
the-
out. All we had to do to figure out where it was safe to walk was like follow the wet snail trail.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Yeah.
Looks like there's been some drips. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, let's send them over to Patreon if you want to hear us talk more about this episode. Send them over to Spotify or Apple to drop a 5-star rating, review, give us some feedback, and
Close
Thanks
in
so
on
much.
that.
on the
And
next
we'll
one.
see you on episode 88 interstitial part
Oh yeah,
3.
don't forget we got
Part,
like a merch
part
store.
3.
Yeah. T-Public.
Yeah.
Check those out.
Yeah, show notes. Everything's in the show notes. That's all you got to know, including the references we make in case you've never looked at them after 91 episodes.
Some of them are really good. Some of them are really good, and a lot of them Sam came up with. So
Yeah, well,
Aw.
he's the king.
Well,
true.
toodaloo, everybody.
Toodaloo.
everybody. Who's doing the cold open this time?
That's what I was asking. I think it's got to be you, Tom.
I do think it
Why?
has to be you, Tom, just because it's
Because
so
you
weird.
did it last time,
Okay.
and we don't know what's
Okay.
going on.
Yeah, I was going to say, none of
Okay.
us really know what's going on.
Okay, all right, whatever. Here we go. Here
Mom
we go.
spaghetti.
So, fuck. I got it.
Take your
I
time.
got it.
Take your time.
Last time on every warmest. You son of shit, John. John, I'm already like edging right now. Okay. Last time. No, god damn it.